Our first assignment together is a missing person commission. There's no need for combat or venturing into any hollows, so it's completely safe. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to test your skills.
To be honest, it feels like you're just filling your quota with this commission.
Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not trying to pass this off on you. Your ability to navigate the hollow is unquestionable. That's what makes a proxy a proxy. But this role involves more than just that, and this commission is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate those other skills. To be honest, the client barely gave us anything to work with, just pieces of info. That's why this is a perfect chance to show off your skills in gathering intel, spotting details, and negotiating. All the makings of a top-tier proxy.
You've made your point. Guess we can't refuse now. Let's see the job.
The client has only provided us with these 3 clues. All we know is that the woman in the photo is your target.
Just a photo. So even the client doesn't know her name, identity, or whereabouts? And what's the deal with the harmonica and the sheet music?
The client doesn't seem to have any more info, though it's possible they just don't want to share. But the client did mention if you get stuck, you should try playing the sheet music with the harmonica. Well then, I'll leave this commission in your capable hands. Keep me in the loop if you make any breakthroughs. Just ping me on Knock Knock.
A single photo and a melody. Feels like chasing shadows. Belle, where do you think we should start?
Maybe we should start with Port Elpis. A woman with her eyes covered isn't exactly someone you see every day. Remember when we went to visit the sea? I'm pretty sure we spotted someone like that back then. Remember? I was in a bad mood that day, so you took me to the port to clear my head. We bought some fries, but you were so busy staring at that girl with her eyes covered, a seagull snatched them right out of your hand.
Why do you sound mad? Now that I think about it, that woman did look a lot like the one in the photo. I was just a bit distracted. I didn't mean to stare. Next time I'll make sure to watch my fries more carefully. Well, thanks to you, we've got a lead now. Let's head to the port and see what we can find. luck on my end. Belle, did you find anything?
It was wishful thinking to assume that a quick stroll through the port would solve this. But since we're here, might as well give the harmonica a try. Whether it works or not, you owe me some fries before we head back.
I'll do whatever you say, but Belle, would you mind giving the harmonica a try instead? I'm curious to how it sounds.
Wow, you sure know how to set me up. I'm telling you now, though, I can't promise what it'll sound like.
How do I put this? It sounds okay once you get used to it. But nothing happened, so I guess we should just get some fries and head back.
Excuse me. Were you the ones playing the harmonica just now?
Sorry. My sister didn't mean to make such a commotion. We'll just... You're the one in the photo. Sorry about that. I didn't hear any footsteps, so I didn't realize you were right beside us.
My apologies. Moving quietly is second nature to me. I didn't mean to startle you. If I may ask, where did you learn that melody?
Well, the two of us are proxies, and this song was given to us by a client. We never thought it would actually help us find you. Our client is the one looking for you. Why don't we discuss the details somewhere else?
I see. Please lead the way. I'd also like to meet this client.
Let's head back to the store.
Okay, let's go check in with Shepard. Oh, I almost forgot. Your name is...
My real name. I haven't used that in a long time, but I do have a code name. You can call me Charon.
Miss Charon, I just reached out to the information broker who posted the commission. He should be here shortly, and you'll be able to meet the client soon. Please take a seat on the couch. I'll get you something to drink.
Thank you, but please, don't mind me. By the way, the second row from the top on your TV wall, third unit from the left, it has a connection issue. You might want to check it out when you have time.
Let me see. You're right. How did you know?
I rely on my hearing. I lost most of my vision in an accident. I can just about make out the outlines, and I heard a faint buzzing sound. By moving around the room and noticing the change in sound, I was able to pinpoint the location of the faulty TV.
Sorry. I hope my question didn't seem rude.
No need to apologize. Vision isn't the only way to perceive the world. As proxies, you two should know that better than most. Anything that can be seen with your eyes can never be considered a secret.
It's me again! You two found the target already? Wow, Phaethon, you guys are incredible. If you're always this fast, you could take on anything.
I'm glad you're impressed. But why do I get the feeling you aren't very happy? You look a little uneasy.
Where to start? It's great that you were able to find the woman, and I can't get in touch with the client anymore. There's been no reply from his knock-knock account since yesterday. I brushed it off just when I thought he might have skipped town. His account suddenly sent me a location.
Based on what you've said, there's a good chance the client encountered...
Either way, I'll keep trying to reach the client. I hope he's all right. Let's stay in touch for now. We won't be wrapping up this commission for a while.
Sorry, but I overheard your conversation. Could you share that location with me? If I investigate the Hollow, I might pick up some clues.
You're Miss Charon? No offense, but the Hollow isn't somewhere just anyone can waltz into. Without a carrot or combat personnel, it's a death trap. You should wait.
I'm a soldier. I served with the Eridu Defense Force under the Chrysoberyl Division. The heart rates of you and the two proxies here seem to have just spiked. Don't worry. My military days are far behind me. I have no current ties with them. As for getting into the Hollow, proxies, can I request your assistance? I don't know anyone else who could guide me. I'll pay the commission fee as best I can. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. I'll think of something.
We'd like to find the client ASAP too. I mean, who's gonna cover our commission fee otherwise? Besides, if we said no, you'd just head into the hollow alone, wouldn't you?
How did you know?
So that was your plan? You just remind me of how Wise and I used to be. So desperate to find someone that we didn't even care if we were ready or not. Well, since Miss Charon wants to continue to investigate, I'm willing to act as the proxy for no additional fee. You can relax, Shepard.
I see. That works for me. With the client still unreachable, my hands are tied. Please, look into the hollow, and be careful.
I'm really sorry for troubling you both. Finding this client is very important to me, so I may have acted a bit out of line just now.
No worries. Seeing how determined you are to find the client, we couldn't just sit by and do nothing. Let's work together to find them.
I've got your back.
Don't just think about it. Do it.
Need something? Huh? You sure you want me to join?
Pick me, and I promise you'll earn big.
Miss Charon, I need some time to calculate the hollow route.
Leave this to me, Proxy. Actually, I've been to this hollow before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day.
Practice.
Oh? Well, why don't you wait just a little longer? Calculating a path doesn't take that long.
Get away from me!
It'd be more efficient to retrace a path I've already walked. Please come with me, Proxy. The path ahead. It should be right around here. I wasn't here too long ago.
You're in my full of openings.
One moment, Proxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think.
I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo periodic spatial distortions and reconstruction.
Well, that was 1 in 100, I guess.
That's why each time we enter, we need the most up-to-date carrot.
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy. I got ahead of myself and made things difficult for you.
It's no trouble. There's a fissure nearby. We can use it to get back on the right path. By the way, Miss Charon, how are you so fluid when you move and fight? Is it because of your sharper hearing and heightened senses?
That's one part of it. In fact, my eyes gained some unique abilities as they changed.
Wind!
Target practice.
Pin them down. I can't see most things clearly, but I'm able to detect the...
Wait, something's up ahead. What could have happened?
Given the depth of the wound and the caliber of the bullet,
The surrounding ether levels have significantly increased. What's going on? Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. Up ahead, there are multiple devices leaking ether non-stop.
Full of openings.
Okay, remember to smile!
I'll pierce right through. Those are high-pressure ether storage tanks, filled with highly concentrated ether. The melody of combat. Adjusting for wind. As soon as the valve is opened, the ether will flow out at a fixed rate.
Behave yourself!
Target practice.
Such high ether concentrations will make the nearby ethereals more active and cause more to show up. High-pressure ether tanks have been disabled. We can keep moving.
Proxy, there are 4 people over here. They're all still alive. I'm not detecting it.
Great, that's a relief. Charon, can you confirm their condition?
Confirmed. 1 is seriously injured. A bullet pierced their lung. The other 3? No internal injuries, just a few minor wounds. They're all unconscious. The one with severe wounds. His etheric fluctuations are nearly completely gone. He's beyond safe.
Who are you? Help me. It hurts. So cold. I don't want to die.
There must be something we can do. I'll contact the hospital, and we can get him out of the hollow.
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock when life...
Am I dying? I just want to go home.
Charon, are you okay? Did you get hurt during the fight just now?
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses, but they bring just as much inconvenience. Staring into death, it's not something I handle well.
My head. Where am I? I remember now. There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me into the...
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can...
Leave. We can leave this place. What about that lunatic who shot...
The culprit should be gone by now. Charon, let's get the survivors out. Follow me.
Thank you all for assisting me, even though I'm a stranger. You've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the three of you introduce yourselves?
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the Defense Force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company. Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an internet information broker. I'm still pretty new at it, though, so I can't think of...
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Actually, I have a question for you all. Did you see my friend when you were in the Hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere.
If I recall correctly, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together.
Remembrance Day? What's it about?
As the name suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans. People gather to mourn their loved ones who died in the fall of the old cap.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
If I can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remembrance Day alone. Maybe she'll... Was your missing friend also a member of the Defense Force? Yes, she and I were in the same squad. Obsidian Division's
This sounds like a series of murders targeting the Defense Force. But Jesse wasn't with the Defense Force.
No, you're probably not far off. Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention he was once part of the Defense Force. Right, Jesse?
Well, that's... I just don't like bringing up my past in the Defense Force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories from my time there that I'd rather... I was part of Obsidian Division's Noct Squad. That's the absolute truth.
I was also in the Obsidian Division, Impera Squad. I don't know who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, didn't our three squads work together on a...
We did? I don't really...
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your faces.
Thank you all for the information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. I came to this hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that
You're not giving us much to go on. At least tell us what kind of person you're looking for. Male or female, what they look like.
Sorry, I don't have much else to share. Even so, if any of you remember any... You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't find this person? Maybe. I've been searching for someone for a long time. They might be the key to achieving my goal.
I see. Whatever happens, I hope you find them.
Thank you. But please, prioritize your own safety.
Of course. Once I've checked out Remembrance Day, I'm locking myself in my room and throwing away the key.
Phaethon, you've already been to the Hollow and made it back safely?
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately, we haven't found the client yet.
I'm fine. Did you find any clues there?
There are traces left behind. Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Yeah, it seems the client was—
Well, just take a look for yourself. I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
We've been chasing dead ends with absolutely no clues, and now one just appears out of nowhere? Something smells fishy here.
You're sure it's just a disappearance for now and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue, just be careful. Any casualties and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
Don't mention it. But I have to ask, why are you doing this?
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. Asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now.
I helped you keep this from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's just too dangerous.
I understand, I really do. But what if
Why is the client so important to you, Charon?
the client's true identity might be the very— Since leaving the military, I've scoured countless Hollows and It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. Please, Proxy. This client is the—
I get how anxious you must feel.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I've got your back.
I only handle technical matters.
Let's start the experiment. Pick me.
Eradicate all evil.
Don't just think about it. Do it.
This is the path I follow.
Need some? Huh? You sure you want me to join?
Looks like there's something here. Is this a
Proxy, look at this. A communicator left.
Why is there a communicator here? It doesn't look like it was ran—
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which means it was only placed here.
Ah, such decisiveness. Following random location info without even...
Liar Squad? What's that? Wait, who are you?
Sniper. Or should I say Charon now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Proxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see, I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my sights, this must be...
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for... If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a deal.
So your version of making a deal is stalling for time to locate me? You seem to have rather...
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to using force.
Now that's the spirit! If you look... Oh, and I've prepared a little gift for all your...
Here.
Watch out for Grim Vulture taking shots.
Bulb opening!
Is there nothing we can do? I found a box.
You still remember what's inside the box, right? Loyalty meets cap. The one sticks always war.
It's over.
Curious as to how he died?
Another high-pressure ether tank.
We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving.
Charon's favorite gloves. It wasn't easy getting my hands on them. As expected of such a famous, beautiful commander, even her gloves are stylish.
Fire support red.
Such a pity. In the end, both her hands were missing. Oh, don't you think that's a shame?
The light is but one step away.
Such beautiful hands that they could no longer hold. Ethereal's gnawed off her arms and part of her leg as well.
Victory, the only option.
But she still had some backbone. She stood tall. Congratulations! You found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. There weren't enough boxes, so I had to cram them together. They're just a medic and an engineer. Not exactly combat material, right?
Enough already! Using her squad mates? Her family to mentally torture her? That's vile.
Oh dear. Did I go too far? My sincerest apologies. It's just watching you relax. The person you're looking for isn't here, and those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her Her comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, after all. How could I possibly have gotten hold of their... A decisive strike to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and...
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who...
Coward, you say? How fascinating. You were a little more than... I know your composure is nothing.
Charon and I both believe her squad is still alive. Why are you so fixated on Charon? Just because she used to be in the defense force? She has nothing to...
Nothing to do with it. Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me...
Shut up.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. I'm sure you know exactly what that means. When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by ethereals or became them. The surviving soldiers, struggling to defend themselves, never had the opportunity. Obviously, her squad mates, the members of...
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive.
I could never understand?
My eyes. I lost nearly 90% of my vision during the fall of the old capital. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mate. They're alive, waiting for me to...
That's your proof? You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates when you finally face reality?
I'm not lying to myself. I
really want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially... To give yourself some so-called... Giving up already? At least you've got...
Charon is not a coward. Someone who'd enter perilous hollows just to find what they seek? So at the very least, she's far braver than a criminal like you, who hides in the shadows, enjoys torturing others.
Proxy,
Your proxy sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my...
I've completed analysis of the surrounding fissures.
Fissures? When did you...
Charon, do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're...
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of... I tried to shake off that feeling, but
Would you be willing to share more? What really happened to you and Liar Squad on the day the old
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding, Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, but soon after we began the mission, the Defense Force troops outside the Hollow... Honestly, even if they had come to help, I was a weak point in our formation. And I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillar for some reason. The image of my squad mates being the last thing... They must have continued fighting after the Defense Force. Civilians? No one. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes... I knew that's what you thought. But if they're really gone, if they're truly no longer alive, their faces are all so blurry.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, you don't need to make any But I also think being consumed by this obsession...
Belle is right. Listen, Charon, you're such a...
Yeah. Right now, the best thing you can do is no one can dismiss your determination.
Proxy, thank you.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Oh, never mind.
They're pretty eager, huh?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right...
Scott Outpost. Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event.
So, they're not trying to lure us into a...
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any...
Miss, I'm sorry for being mean to you before.
I'm really sorry. Zeta was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand, and I haven't really talked about it.
No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the ethereals. Maybe they wouldn't have ended up in that...
Oh, that's not fair. The old capital was falling. No single person's strength could ever be the
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as something.
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm sorry.
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst. Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy. After my husband passed away, Zeta and I received survivor benefits. And with all the odd jobs I've been doing, Styx always wanted our daughter to study art.
Mom and I have our tough days.
Thank you for always being by my husband's side.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my
Ethel, Cocytus used to tell me about you.
Yes, that's true, but I bet I use the benefits from his death every time I think about when I was too weak to...
As for me, well, I'm currently...
A fashion designer.
It is. I'm sure you remember. I admit I had no idea. Anyway, I'm planning... You know, she used to talk...
As you can see, all of us have made... Please remember...
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see...
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was pretty...
So, it's the same for all of us.
Sorry, but who's this
Nathan is Lethe's younger brother.
The day the old Capitol fell, he's told us that story so many times.
He always blamed himself. We all lost someone in that disaster.
May I ask what the name of Nathan's squad...
The Impera squad of the Obsidian Division.
Nothing. It's just... Is that Zoe?
Is she here to speak for the soldiers?
Everyone, please, quiet down. Zoe, of Nemesis.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance Day, a day born from the tragedy of the old Capitol's fall. Many of us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad perished in that battle, leaving me as the only survivor. Losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us, now and forever. However, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the very last moment when the old Capitol fell. Death isn't the end, nor dishonor. It is their eternal medal. They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today. In honor of the wishes of the departed, look ahead, people of New Eridu. My speech was meant to end here. The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way. This is the New Eridu of today. No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives. This is a New Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order. Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose?
Miss Zoe.
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones. If death is the medal for the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight, to tear the wound open once again, so you'll never forget the searing pain.
I don't agree.
Charon, I didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught. That's why. I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then.
I'm not sure.
Vague and insubstantial. I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time.
What do you think, Proxy?
Something was definitely off about her just now.
You mean about her real identity, right? Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier, she seemed pretty She arrived so brazenly and left without a care. If
You're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. I'll send you the location shortly.
A location with a picture of the hostages.
Charon, what's your plan?
I've made up my mind. Proxy, please accept my official commission. It's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. I've got your back.
This is the path I thought.
Is it? Oh, me? Sure, I guess.
Charon, look! Another communicator.
Another communicator.
Oh, really? I think it's rather...
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad.
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to Noct, Cartess, and Impera squad. So Nemesis, your squad lacking reinforcement, just like me. The fall of the old...
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. The Impera squad member, Nathan, the one you're searching for. I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so... It turned out we even got the same PTSD symptoms. It's just... You use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself. One night, when I was overwhelmed, they were pleading with me. Pleading, so I carried on.
You really think this is...
What else? Would they want me to be? What a noble and... It's precisely because you...
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, Jesse. Aaron, Nathan. The client I've been searching, but you can't see any of that. Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu
That suits me, just... Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things you don't know.
Ether vision activate.
Noct, Cartess, Impera, and many other squads. Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to pick us up ended up deciding to retreat? Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous?
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already... You're in my sight.
Don't worry. You still care about them? Or should I say... vanished? It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life. You still have the time to worry about them.
The wind and rain are picking up.
I'll pierce. This extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave, don't you think? No one will hear your screams and cries as you die. By the time
in one go. Such determination deserves praise! Now, it's time for the final showdown we agreed on. But...
Ready. The blade is already sheathed. The target's weary. The light is but one step away. Holding position.
But really, foolish is the only way to put it. What sniper would ever confront their enemy head on?
Victory, the only option. I'll pierce right through.
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
The wind. It's shifting.
I won't fall for your distractions so easily.
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory. Let the wind be the opening notes.
Charon? No! Wake up! Charon! What's this?
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition, so I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companion, your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle?
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as...
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the bridge.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements, the higher-ups, I made my way through one battle line after few people could still stand. After such severe corruption, they told me they were beyond saving. And if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of your comrades entrusted your life to me. You already know what happened afterward. I developed PTSD so intense. If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support...
To say I don't would be a lie. But I think deep down you know, given how quickly the Hollow is spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, canceling the reinforcements, sending the advanced troops to rescue is...
objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to... I can't help but resent them. By the time Nathan... When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. think I've said this before. We're very similar. Yet we have completely opposite beliefs. You're still entangled in your obsession. The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your, I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, why? Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming, but you're different. You've gained, my belief has faltered. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. So be it. Take the hostage and go. Villain stained with the blood of others. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect. It can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Your hatred has long twisted into sin. I used to know nothing. You taught me in the...
Really? So you found someone you want revenge against? That's good.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lee.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a... When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize.
Thank you. I hate to say this as a family member, but back then, they were already...
I know. You don't need to say it. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me.
Yes. After learning it, regardless of how things unfolded. I found this while going through my brother.
Thank you so much.
Wait, with us? I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't...
Hey, hello? All right, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper. Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault specialist, Charon. She has a strong sense of aesthetics.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the...
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth...
You two, stop arguing during the recording.
And that sticks. Our reliable artillery specialist.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's...
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe.
Okay, thank you all
for settling down before.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to
As you've heard, this recording is a little gift from the five of us. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our... I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in.
Not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for what
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed...
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fun...
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move in... Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all five of us. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust, don't try to carry everything on your own.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as...
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you. No,
I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but...
Exactly. Anna, please. Don't try to bear everything. This is getting way too sentimental. Finally, we'd like to give you the song...
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Yes. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes. Crystal clear. As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting. So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything. Proxies. No. Lies. Belle. I've troubled...
It's no trouble at all. To be honest, Belle and I have been a bit lost lately.
Exactly. We got something out of the experiences we shared. At the very least.
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, and because of that, because we are comrades, please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but as I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's codename. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my codename, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mate, Captain Charon, was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn. But I understand now. If I want to...
You don't have to tell me right now.
At the harbor, Nathan spoke to you
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the defense...
So, what's your decision?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same...
Your new goal. Are you going to look further into the vault?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of... I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall, and I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal by letting the will to protect guide my hatred.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we probably shouldn't learn your true codename, or lean on each other.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
No. We might walk different paths. Those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that...
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. We're nowhere near strong enough to protect you, and we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something I cherish. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths. I hope we can become true comrades.
Yes, it's a promise. We'll meet again, Charon.
Hello, I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad at the Chrysalis.
Yeah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders.
Let me confirm a few details.
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Trigger. I was Trigger of Liar Squad.